Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I made these stickers on Cricut Design Space using my Cricut Explorer Air 2 and my inkjet printer. Stay tuned. Open up Cricut Design Space. I'm using my computer, but you can do this on your phone as well. Once you've got Cricut Design Space open a new canvas. So here we've got a new canvas and we are going to create a sticker design. I'm going to show you the sticker design I'm doing, but this will work for any type of theme or project you want to do. So here I click on images and I'm going to type in the topic that I want to search. The topic I'm doing is self-love. So in the search box, just type in self-love and then there will be different images that will come up based on self-love. I'm going to select the images that I want. So you can select as many or as little as you want. Anything you like, just go on and select it. These images that I'm selecting will go on to make my stickers. If you have Cricut Access, these images are free, but if you don't, you'll have to pay for your images per image. So it's worthwhile to get Cricut Access to have free access to these images. And due to the angel policy, a lot of them you can make the stickers to sell on. As you can see, there are so many stickers based on self-love. I'm looking for like a self-love motivational themed sticker board that I want to do. So I'm also going to type in motivational to get some motivational themed stickers. Just like before, press enter and search through all the images. I haven't added any pictures to Canvas yet because you can select all your images and collate them together before adding to Canvas. So keep on searching. Here you can see there's Be Kind. There's so many different images that you can pick to make your stickers. It doesn't matter if they're a cut file, SVG or PNG. Any image you see here will definitely work as a sticker. When I say there are thousands of images, here you can see my search has come up with 4,086. So many images that you can choose. I want to be a bit more unique as well with my phrasing. So this "you are enough." I like the phrase, but I don't like that image. So you can type it in "you are enough" and then you'll get so many different "you are enough" type images. I just select as many as I want because even if I don't want any at the end, I can change it. And the last type of sticker I want is a love you sticker. I don't want it to be like love you like between couples, more of a love you like you're my friend and I love you. So I'm being very careful when I pick the image to make sure it delivers that type of message. So keep on going through, as I mentioned, until you find the ones you like. I like this love heart theme, love you. So once you've selected all your images, you can see them at the bottom here. Any that you don't want, you can hover over it and cancel it. Then you add to canvas. When you add to canvas, it looks like a mess. But the first thing you have to do is make the image smaller. All of the images are huddled together. So just use this corner box here and make it smaller so that you can maneuver them much better on your canvas. Now I've got them to the size that I want. So this is the perfect size for me, but obviously I can change it afterwards. So now it's time to separate them out. So separate it around your canvas and resize it to the size that you want for your stickers. But you do need to make sure they are all separated. So what you're going to see what I'm going to do next to transform it into a sticker. If you don't separate them, it's going to make it very, very difficult, especially because some images here are layered images and some are not layered images. So we need to make sure they are all single file images in order for our sticker to work. So on the top, you can see the measurements of the sticker. So whatever measurements you see, you keep on stretching until you're happy with the measurements. Or you can go on the top of the canvas and change your measurements manually. I prefer to do it like this. And what we're going to do first is I'm going to just change the color of this self-love. Because it's a SVG, I can change the color to any color I prefer to go with. I think a lovely pink color will go with my theme of stickers. I'm going for this pink and then I can just click off anywhere on the canvas to make that color box disappear. So the first sticker that you see here, the love you, this love you sticker is a flat image. If you look at it on your layers column, it says print then cut. So This means it's already in sticker format. It is a circle, so you don't have to do anything to these types of stickers. But then some stickers, for example, this one, You Are Enough, it says basic cut. This will not cut as a sticker. In order for anything to cut as a sticker, it has to say print and cut. So I've selected all and I've pressed flatten. Now you can see it says print then cut. But because I've got these holes in the O and the U, it will cut that out. So what I need to do is add an offset. So I'll click on this offset here and I size the offset to how big or small I want it around the image. So this offset will come out around my image. You Are Enough. I'm going to just move it down here so we can see the offset as we are changing it on the slider. So as I'm changing the slider on this offset, you can see the size of the offset around it is changing. So I'm going to change the color to white because I prefer to have a white offset. The key thing you have to do now is highlight all of those layers, the offset and your print then cut. And this is going to make your sticker. So select all, highlight and press flatten. Ensure you press flatten if you want that sticker, because now you can see it's all a print then cut, the offset and the image. And basically what you have to do is go around to each of your words, each of your images, and do the same thing. Press flatten, go into offset, and then press that offset on your image just like we did before. The slider stays the same as before. I'm not going to change the offset this time. I do like the black on the pink. Select all and flatten, and you can see it says print then cut. So I'm basically going to do that to every single image. It's quite a tedious job, but once it's done, it's done. It probably took me about, I'll say, 5 minutes. It shouldn't take longer than that really. So always look on your layers column. Is it a print then cut or basic cut? If it's a basic cut, this always has to be done. Select all and again flatten. You're not going to be experts at making stickers after this tutorial. This one here, give yourself permission to rest exactly as it is. This heavy on self-love. I do like it, and it is a print then cut already. So what I'm going to do is just add a very, very small offset, nothing too big. And then I will be pressing apply just like before. So you can change the size of your offsets for the different stickers. I just want to make sure it cuts correctly. And by applying this offset, will make sure your cuts are perfect every time. I hardly calibrate my Cricut machine, probably like once every 6 months. And the print then cut is perfect. To ensure you've done everything, what I always do is I click on my canvas here to change the color of my canvas. So I click on color and then put it onto a darker color. I'll pick gray, and here you can see now that my canvas is gray, the offset around my stickers. I just do this to make sure I've not missed anything out, because when you have the white canvas, you may miss one out, especially when you've got loads on there. You can duplicate images if you want more than one of a certain type of sticker instead of changing it under project copies. So I kind of play around with this to make sure I will fit it on one page of A4, as I do not want too much wastage. And I go through my layers panel and make sure everything says print then cut. If it says basic cut, you've done something wrong. So go to make it, and then now we're on to the next page. You're going to see this come up of your sheet, and you'll have your registration marks on there. If you're happy with it, you press continue and then send it to the printer. This is really crucial what you do here. You can add bleed or turn off bleed depending on what color images you have. But the main thing you always need to do is turn on system dialog, and another box will pop up. Some people it does pop up behind your windows, just bear in mind. Preferences, and then here is where you're using your paper. So you've got to change your paper to a different type. If you do plain paper, it won't really print well. There's so many different types of papers. Different printers have different preferences on here, so know your printer preferences. I usually, if I'm using glossy sticker paper, I go with the glossy paper 2, but today I'm not using glossy paper. I'm using a matte paper, so I'm going to with the matte paper 2 from my rear tray, as I have a front tray and a rear tray. Once you're happy your printer is connected, you can press print and let the magic happen. Depending on your printer, you may need to let the paper dry a bit and what paper you are using. So here's how the print came out. It looks absolutely stunning. I am using the matte printable vinyl from Tech Wraps. This is vinyl that I am printing on, adhesive vinyl, so I can stick this straight onto whatever I want to stick it onto. This is the name of it in case you want to see, but I will put it in the description box as well if anyone wants to try this printable vinyl. I use my brayer tool always to make sure that it is down securely, and I put it into my Cricut machine. I'm using the iron on setting. Even though it's not iron on, I want these stickers to be peelable stickers. So what happens, my Cricut will read the registration marks. Firstly, once it's read the registration marks and it's happy with everything, it will go on and cut my stickers out. It does take a bit of time. I've got a Cricut Explorer Air 2, so I know it is a bit slower compared to the Maker and the Explorer Air 3, but it does the job in the end. And you can see now it's cutting around my offset perfectly. No calibration needed here. If it doesn't cut perfectly, you may need to calibrate your machine. I'll put that video in the description box. I've got a video on how to calibrate your machine to get the perfect print and cut. I always get excited to see the final project. If you're not sure about what Cricut cut settings to use, I have got an ebook which tells you what Cricut cut settings to use for adhesive vinyl, heat transfer vinyl, different types of vinyl to get the perfect cut every time and to make weeding stress free, especially when you're using vinyl. Check out my description. So here you can see now I've got the stickers and I like to just peel it off, make sure it peels off perfectly, like no catching on. Perfect cut setting for these types of stickers. There it is. She believed she could, so she did. Look how these stickers look, made with my Cricut Explorer Air 2 and an inkjet printer. I used a Canon TS7 450, I believe. Perfect. And it's a very cheap printer and it has good quality. What I like to do sometimes is peel off the backing just to make the stickers a lot easier to access. So peel off the backing, you can see how easy this comes. I use the correct cut settings, so there's no problems here with peeling off that backing. To ensure your vinyl is good quality, this is printable vinyl, stretch it. If it tears easily, that needs to go in the bin. So here you can see it's got very high tensile strength. When I stretch it, it stretches quite easily. If you like this tutorial and this is something you may recreate, let me know. Give me a like, show me in the comments, and follow my socials, Cricut Craft and Juliet, for more. Bye.